Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my tower fantasy videos. Today we'll be doing a beginner guide. Now originally what I was going to do was release a beginner guide and essentially upload it as I was going through my character customization and go ahead and put it on YouTube as fast as possible without putting a thumbnail or any of that other nonsense. But I decided not to do that and go ahead and decide to play a couple days inside of the actual game and tell you my experience about it firsthand. So let's go ahead and start from the top. So when you first originally get inside of this game, what you're going to be presented with is a server. So we'll click exit game. This like be the first time today that we actually exit the game. You're going to see my little recorder right there. Don't worry about it. And my little beautiful Discord. If you want to join it, you can literally look down in the description and you'll be able to see it. So let me go ahead and launch this app. And when you launch, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you really updating right now? That is insane. But yeah, whenever this update, you're going to be presented with multiple servers. You're going to be presented with Solaires, New Era, all types of server. If you want to get inside a server with a certain people or content creators or whatever, make sure you click inside that server, because if you're on a different server than someone else, you will not be able to play with them. So do keep that in mind. But player versus player will be region locked, meaning all NA people will be able to queue against each other and compete. And player versus player, same thing will be for BR. The only difference is that they're going to have it something set like server reward. So that means they're going to take essentially a group of people, and essentially with those group of people, they're going to rank them. So something that they did for the Bygone Phantasm that I didn't know about because the game was Cincy and I couldn't translate it, is the fact that they take a group of 100 and then they rate it. Someone inside my guild, my vice leader Nixie or whatever, inside my guild, showed me and pointed that out to me. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So that was something cool that I didn't know about and that I learned today. But yeah, you're going to be presented with these different servers. Of course, you got the customization, the presets, all the drip you could possibly put in. This is from 2.0. That's 2.0. Why is that a wallpaper? But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and continue going inside of it. So, first when you originally get inside this game, you're going to have this mini map right here. So if you go to these little things right here, what you want to do is click on one of these. I'm going to go ahead and transmit over real quick. And when you transmit over there, you want to make sure you click on the robot. If you click on the robot up there, it's going to unlock the whole entire area. And from there, you can teleport there. And then you can glide down to another transport or space rip or whatever it's called. Click it. Unlock it, get some exploration, and on top of some exploration, you'll just unlock a new teleport point, just like if you play Genshin Impact. I know a lot of people have played it. So there's a little robot. You're gonna talk to him. He's gonna have some weird conversation with you, and he's gonna tell you his life story. So don't worry about that life story. So we're gonna go ahead and hop down here. Now you're going to have a lot of different puzzles on this map. Some of them are going to react with fire. It's going to be the mushrooms you jump on. Then it's going to have another interaction where you jump in these musical notes. These musical notes, if you do it in a certain way, it's going to unlock some summons. And a lot of different puzzles you can solve that's going to give you a summon. There's a lot of different ways to get summons. You're going to be getting a lot of purple summons left and right, and some of them are going to give you orange summons. Now, if you didn't know, the extra way that you can get summons is by exploring these different places. For each place, you're going to get 300 black, one of these, a cosmetic, and this is just going to repeat. And you can also get another SSR, which is really cool. This is how you'll get the Shadow Clone Jitsu if you ever watched Naruto or whatever. This is how you get the little turret thing. So like, this game is very free to play friendly, as in you can get cosmetics, you can get gadgets, you get more stamina, you get pull. This is, what is this, 5 different places, and just from getting that exploration all the way up to around this area, you're simply getting just 25 solid pulls right there. Now let me go over the banner really quickly. So yeah, do keep that in mind. Exploration, exploring, all that other stuff, you're going to get a ton of summons. And when they come out with more content, the little summon things, you're going to be able to get more summons. It's just a lot of ways for you to get summons. And basically what this guarantees you is, you're going to guaranteedly get 3 SSRs in your slot, probably before you even have to use the SSR selector. which is insane. That's what a lot of people have gotten inside my friend group. Inside of my guild, a lot of people have gotten 3 SSRs. If not, they got 2 SSRs, which is, you know, they got the soft pity at 30, and then they might have to hit the pity on the banner, or maybe they haven't hit the pity on the banner, because I got crazy exploration and achievement completion. So yeah, you do want to keep that in mind when you look at this banner. Do remember the drop rates right here. It's 2% for SR, and then it's 0.75 for a SSR. So do keep that in mind. That's for the orange banner. For the purple banner, it's like a 0.3 for an SSR. Very low chance. Won't worry about this. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a 1.7 for an SSR and 4.2 for a SR. Really good place to order chips. You'll be getting this a lot of time from the Void Rifts. Void Rifts is not unlocked right now. And if you have not noticed, there is a level cap. Sucks to suck, but yeah, that's how it is. There's a level caps. It been going up from like 5 to 3 every day, and then eventually when we hit like around 30, it's going to be like 2 each day essentially. You're not gonna get much, but it's going to slowly unlock really good content for you to do. So that's the first thing. Make sure you complete the story. Make sure you get your summons. Make sure you do all the exploration you can. Some of the chests are going to be time gated, so you will have to come back to it. But a little trick on the exploration map that if you didn't know, if you look at this little exploration map right here, it has a lot of little details. This is where you're going to do the little training events where you can get these little blue things for some nice, neat rewards. And I'll be showing that off in the shop. So this is where you get this material right here. World bosses, which if you have the chips right here, this takes the gold chip right here. You'll have purple little triangular chests that show open that also take this, and then you have blue triangular chests that essentially gives you this. This gives you a chance to drop a blue food item to use to cook. Then it also has a chance to drop in a little upgrade material for your chip, and then upgrade material for your weapon. And then I think it has a chance to also drop a cube, or I forgot what they're called. They're like these purple things. Hold up. Let me go over here to my weapon. It's like if you go over here, I think it has a chance to drop this. I'm not 100% sure. Nah. It's literally right here. So the purple one, you have a chance to get in that. It's random loot. So I was not wrong about that. Thank God. But yeah, you hop over here, you're gonna have this little map. Now if you notice, this is the place I explored the most. Some of the chests are time gated. What I got 87 right here. Right here, this is the second map. I haven't really explored it, but if you look at this map really closely, I have some things marked off, of course. You want to use this. This is how you get the little pings over here. You can set it, you can name it or whatever, and that's how you'll use that little system. So it's pretty cool. It helps you mark off some stuff, keep track of stuff. But you are gonna have world bosses you can do. They spawn, from what I know, every hour, or you can just switch over to a server, see if someone else has it at their server. If not, if they do, you have them teleport them over, so that way you don't get your 30-second cooldown. So that's really something cool and unique that I was able to find out with my team. So another thing that you want to go over right here is these, like I said, blue camps. You're gonna have these blue camps. If the blue camp is halfway, that means you have another chest that you could claim there. If it's blue, that means you want to go there and claim that chest. And if it's gray, that means you have already been there. Now, if you go to one of these places and you teleport and you see like a little, let me see if I can go somewhere. Okay, if you see something like this little dot right here. If you go right here, let me show you. If you go right here, you'll have something where it's either purple, it should be purple, and then you can do the, you know, the respective tasks, and then you can get the respected, you know, black nuclei. Down there, right there, that's time gated. But if you look on my thing right here, this little thing that says supply pot, that's what that is right there. So that's also marked on the map for you. Really, really cool. Now if we go over here, if you look right here, we have that little interaction right there that she'll use fire to melt open. It has that little interaction right here. We also have another little supply pod right here. So it's a really easy map to use. And also for the if you're wondering how to get these succeeded points, let me show you real quick. Like, there's gonna be a quite a bit of a long guide because there's a lot of things to go over, and I'm trying to go over them as quickly as possible. So if I go over here to terminal, and then I go over here, this is how you'll unlock this stuff. You can click on the literal place, which is so cool. Now I'll switch over to bangs, or however you call it. These are different little scenic points you can look at. You look at that general area. You try to find that general area where it's looking down at that. You click on that. It's going to be a little eyeball. It's going to unlock it. You're going to come here. You're going to claim it. And it's going to be added to your exploration. It's going to give you 20 black crystals. Really cool. Really poggers. Nice. So that's that. For joining a crew, also known as a guild system inside the game. Oh, Nixie already upgraded for me. Cool. But anyhow, for the crews and all that other nonsense, it's going to eventually be increased all the way to 180. When it starts out, it's going to be 150. You are able to donate once a day for 100 donation, right? As far as I know. If there's some other way to donate besides doing these crew missions, then, you know, let me down in the comments. I'll, you know, update that and ping that comment so that way we can know about that. But as far as I know, you get 100 from just strictly donating, which is your daily donate right here. You can also request it even after you have did it. You can initially request this, which is what I'm gonna do right now. Can't you? Yeah, 8 requested. So I requested it. After the week, depending on your class, you're going to get some, you know, black crystals. I created the guild. I spent the 500 black fucking crystals. So, of course, I'm going to be getting the most. The rest of the members that are inside of it are going to get 100. And I'm not sure about the other 2 ranks that's under me and that's above the, you know, normal member. I think they get a higher up reward. Maybe something like, for the vice leaders, 130 or something. Like, I couldn't even tell you. But that's a nice reward. I don't know if it goes up over time, but you can also have this treasury. When you get enough of this, you can upgrade this. Then you can go on upgrade this. And then after you upgrade that, you can go ahead and move on to this. Very cool. So when you first starting off on the game, you're going to have this next thing, right? You're going to have this weekly activity. Once you get done with this for the week, there's literally nothing else you can do except for you can do these little things so you can get that extra gold, which is really cool, some nice rewards or whatever. And then you're gonna have this Maya's Kitchen that's going to give you some type of random buff you can do. You have the ruins. Make sure you do every single ruin, loot the hell out of it. Make sure you get all the boxes. If you guys want me to do a video on how to solve each one of the dungeons or whatever, I'll make sure to do a video on it. Right here, joint operations, the highest one you're going to get is that selected blue material. Whatever that selected blue material is, so say if I clicked on here, the highest blue material you can get as a reward from this is this blue wristband. And I tested this theory because I have ran this dungeon 3 times. The only blue item I can get from here is this wristband right here. So whatever the highest thing is, that's literally what you can get. So if you move all the way down here, there's a chance for you to get gold pants and a gold wrist. But if you come right here, you're only going to get the gold pants. Now you can get other things like, oh, I can get a, you know, purple pants, a purple wrist. But for the gold item, you're going to get this. For the chips, you're going to get either or of these. If it's not on here, do not expect it to appear. It's as simple as that. So you want to do the respected joint operation on a respective day. Cool. Your dimension trials are essentially going to be a way for you to also upgrade your weapons, your matrices, and also give you a little bit of loot of upgrading your general weapon from the level 10 level cap, which is called advancement. Wait, no, that's not advancement. That's constellations. But yeah, you get the point. You upgrade it, you collect these, you upgrade it using these or whatever. You're able to claim one of any type. Very cool. This one gives you more for your bang and your buck if you just want to strictly upgrade your weapons. That is what that for. So, very poppers. Move on to the next thing. So they have 2 challenges unlocked. You're not getting Apex Legions until what day it is. You're not getting it until the 14th, right? So the 14th is what I know. Now if they cut it by you level up from 30, and now if they make it to where we don't go to 30 and they make it where, hey, you're only going to go to 20. I mean, wait, right now it's 27. If they make it to where I can only go to 29, then it's 31 tomorrow, which will be kind of weird. You should essentially be getting it the 14th. Alright. The training right here. You're going to be able to do 2 of those each day. You want to do the highest amount of rewards. There's no way for me to tell you to practice it, unfortunately. But it's very good. You just want to do it. It's a fun mini game. It has a, you know, a lot to offer. If you want the best bang for your buck, although they giving you a lot of stuff, the cubes, the 10 summons, the pioneer reward, man, they giving you so much. I'll do a Nemesis video too. Like, it's just so much. Nitro for you guys, whoever, you know, haven't got Nitro yet. You get the level pack for every 5 levels. The battle pass is really good. I brought the battle pass. Unfortunately, this account is not free to play, but my other account is free to play. So very cool. I brought the battle pass right here, and it has really good rewards. It's really good bang for your buck. But unfortunately, it does take some time to get the loot. And what I did was This is $10, by the way. I brought the $20 where it gives you 30 levels. Like I said, it's really worth it. It gives you a lot of summons. It gives you a lot of material. Just a lot of stuff to work with. So it's not a bad battle pass at all. By far, it's a lot, like a lot. For your exchange, there's 3 codes. For those 3 codes, Nixie did put those down inside Vortex community. So if I go over here, where is it at? Codes. Oh, okay. Tower Fantasy Clan announcement. Those are the codes. I will link them down below. That's what they give. And hey, I wish you the best of luck on a miscellaneous item. So pretty cool. So, you know, keep that in mind. The next thing that I want to move on fairly quickly is this right here. It's called Wonder Law. You want to make sure you're doing this, completing this, and once you get this little bar right here, fool, you get some nice, decent rewards, actually. Really good rewards. So just make sure you're doing that. Really cool. Now we're going to move on to the next thing. Not the shop. The next thing that I want to talk about is the suppressor. You get these little puzzle pieces that you get from doing ruins and exploration and crew store and all this other fancy business. You want to make sure you're using that, collecting as many as possible so you can go ahead and upgrade your suppressor, because what this does is increase your base attack, resistance, HP, and crit, which is how you're going to crit in this game, because this game don't know how to make a fucking crit rate percentage, unfortunately. So yeah, the way you open up your stats, you'll press B, right? And then you click character. That's your stacks. As you can see, I'm stacked up. Not me missing a single XP. This will show all your stats, like your HP, your crit, which apparently it crits higher if you're on the opponent of the same level. Anyhow, if you're using selected weapon, then of course it's gonna give you extra volt attack. It gives you the reset. You can read all of that. This is how you also change your avatar. As you can see, I clicked on it. I can be like, ooh, I want to change my avatar frame to, I don't know, the battle pass skin. And you can do that and equip it, right? That's my character. And unfortunately, I don't have any room in my guild. So if you wanted to join, you can join the Discord. If someone end up, you know, stop donating and we, you know, eventually kick them or whatever, then there'll be room. There'll probably end up being room, because I see a few hundreds. Like this person, he's going to probably get kicked because he haven't been online for a day and he only got 100 donations. So we want people who's actually donating each day. We're writing down lists. We're getting rid of people because we're trying to be top on the leaderboard. And the reason why we're trying to be top is you can also check rankings. If you check rankings, a few of our people are kind of smacking it out of the ballpark or whatever. We got the level. Everybody's level 27. Cool. Achievements, I got to 28 because I've been busy making guides and people are sweating their fucking balls off. But I guarantee you that it's probably going to stay like that. We got the wormhole right here, which is not unlocked yet. And then we got the Bygone Phantasm. Holy shit, the whale showed up. So I was literally just rank 5 in it. But like, since the whale showed up and they wailed. Actually, this person didn't wail. What did they use? They used the... Does the bow get a buff? Oh, they completed a couple seconds quicker than me, so of course they got it. He did more damage. Yeah, he has those fucking weapons. I have the fucking scythe. And yeah, you can do this. You'll get ranking right here. It doesn't matter. You don't get shit for it. What you do get shit for is if you come over here, you click right here. My friend sent me an invite. But if you click over here to Bygone Phantasm, it's going to have this little ranking system. My rank is number 1. So what it's going to do is take you out of a group of 100 people. Now with this 100 people, you're going to be ranked, right? I'm 1 out of 100 right now, which is fairly good for the fact that in the entire fucking server, I'm like rank 15 or something. That's pretty good. The higher up you push, the harder you nut, the more rewarding your orgasm is. And basically that's the same thing here, right? You got the best rewards at number 1, as to be expected, because I sweat my balls off and my hands got cramped by doing that, and it's probably gonna get a cramp by doing this video. So you can do this right here, and you can get quite a nice decent amount of rewards, and also when you go inside there, certain items will have a 30% buff or add an extra level to your weapon or add an extra advancement to the certain weapon that you're using. So do keep that in mind. It can upgrade your weapon if you run the correct weapon on the correct stage. So the next thing, but not the last thing I need to go over, is I'll be making another player versus player guide and a couple other guides. So when clicking over here, holy shit, a relic. This is something that probably some of you didn't know about, which I'm gonna go over. There's a set of 1, 2, 3. You're able to equip the maximum of 6 relics. While in combat, you get say cooldown, but you are eventually able to switch to another set if you need to. I typically do this a lot during world vaults, or if I need to do a certain mechanic or something, which is why I have my exploration right here, my DPS right here, and then I have my, what the fuck is that actually? My strange slot right here, which I'm using the SS space time rift for player versus player. Confinement in that one is fairly even and have their own uses. I got the fish, it'll hop into your belt and all that other nonsense. But the last thing that I will personally say is that you can do or whatever is go inside this game, have fun, you know, and all that other nonsense. But before I end this video, there's one last important thing I would like to share, and I'm so sorry for the long video, but I just want y'all to make sure y'all have every piece of information you could possibly have for a beginner guide. You're going to get this by doing dungeons, and you're going to use this on, I already fucking brought it because I'm an idiot. You're going to use this on an advanced module. First, you're going to buy all of this, and then after you buy all of that, you're going to buy all of this. If you don't have green gear yet, you can buy this or whatever, but you should get it. If not, you can always buy that. It's only 25. It's not hurting anyone, trust me. If you have all the extra that you could possibly get and you just the luckiest man alive, you can buy special gifts which will give you a lot of experience towards your bonding for your characters, which if you bond for each 1,000 all the way up to 4,000, you'll get little passives, and I'll show the passives at the end. When you come right here, when you get 120, you're able to get a copy of a weapon so you can get a advancement for the weapon. So essentially, you can fucking C6 a weapon, unlike in fucking Genshin with the RNG bullshit. There's a lot of different options right here, such as if you're too lazy to grind gold, or if you can't find any fire ore somehow on the map. This is why I make a map so that way you can mark it and things. There's also an interactive map for Tower Fantasy. You got the SR right here, which you can pull from here. Then you got the Matrix store once you get 80, which I think that's kind of excessive, but what are you going to do about it? They got the regular matrices you can buy, the little gold, and then the matrix upgrade material. And then you got the potent ammo crystal, which you use to suck into your character left nut and you evolve the right. You got the missile barrage, and then you got the jet bore shard. You'll get this shit over time. Don't buy it. Simple as that. Focus on this. Only buy this right now. That is your main focus. Cool. Cool. Pull over here. I have 1,600. You're like, holy shit, how the fuck do you have so much? Every time you fight a world boss, you get 100 of these. After you get 100 of these for a world boss, you'll stack it. And then if you do a joint operation with someone and you support them and you run it through with them, you get 150 of this. You're going to collect and collect and slave and collect until you have all of this shit filled out. And you may be like, wait, that's not worth it. Yes, the fuck it is. And let me tell you why it's worth it. So, the reason why this is worth it for you to grind, if you're planning on playing the game all day, the reason why this is worth it to grind is because it's limited. So, what this does is this is limited by wiki, this is, and this is just limited one time. Like, these two things, you can buy them whenever, and they're limited. This is going to reset. This is really, really so fucking good later on in the game. You're going to swallow this thing like a chocolate bar, and what it's going to do is essentially buff your joint operations percentages by a ton, and you'll use it, and then you will start seeing gold and purple drops. So make sure you start using that when you start seeing purple and gold drops. It's not really that useful on blue, if I'm not mistaken, but I think it doesn't like those bluish ones. I gotta tell you a little bit. Yeah. You want to just make sure you're doing that. You want to make sure you're collecting these. If you have a chance to do a world boss even after your ticket, you can force decipher each and every single type of chest on the board, so that way you can still get some type of rewards for coming into contact with it. This a lot of fucking gold to get for free. Then you got the point stores for doing your little activities. Now this doesn't have a set limit or whatever, so you can pretty much buy whatever. If you want to save it, you can, because this is not limited, so you can just literally use this when you need it. When you need it, you pull it out. If you don't need it, then you don't pull it out. It's like your weapon in between your pants. You keep it there and it stays there. You don't pull it out unless you need to do what you need to do, if that makes sense. But that's about it. That's everything for the guide. That's everything I could possibly go over, except if you want higher CS. Just make sure you equip the fucking SR weapon that you probably got 60,000 copies of, and that'll give you higher CS if you care about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, except for this right here. You cover these different residences or whatever, so keep that in mind. But yeah, if you guys did like the beginner guide, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Like